Hey everyone, and welcome back to Woo Woo Wednesday, where I share my intuitive insight and weekly wisdom with you through the use of oracle cards. This week I'm excited to join you because it feels like summer is finally upon us. It feels like, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, it feels like things are changing. Although we just hit Mercury Retrograde and we've got a few more retrogrades and an eclipse later this month, it is a massive time of changing, shifting, and reorganizing. So I want to know, how is Mercury Retrograde treating you? I know so many of us can post all the funny memes on Instagram and be like, oh my God, it's like totally like screwing up my life. But like for real, it really does intervene. Communication, technology, misunderstandings, double bookings, things like that are already showing up in my life. So I wanted to take a moment to see how you're feeling. So take a moment to tune in. Scan from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. How are you feeling? And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being amazing and 1 being not so good, let me know in the comments below if you're watching live and how are you feeling. So today I'm going to be pulling cards from my Shine from the Inside Oracle. Oh my gosh, all the goddesses are here from the retreat. We've got Brooke, we've got Vanessa. It's so good to see everyone. Hello, Ashley. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling some cards from the Shine from the Inside Oracle and the Beyond Lemuria Oracle that I have been pulling cards from literally every day since I've got this deck from the Goddess box. So this deck has been really powerful lately with messages of deep wisdom that remind me of, like how important it is to bring harmony, peace, and authenticity to the planet. So I'm gonna pull some cards from the Shine from the Inside Oracle, and then I'll pull one from the Lemuria. So let me know if you're tuning in. I'm all over the place. I totally feel that, sister. We are just getting a game plan on Team Carmichael, mapping out all the next content, all the next retreats, and figuring out the next products and programs that we're creating. And it's a big task, so it's really important to just really review and revise your current routine. This is a great time to really assess what is working, what isn't working, and then giving yourself permission to change, to do something different, to start a fresh new start. All right, so I'm gonna shuffle with the intention that we all receive the message that we need most this week. So go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know you're ready by saying I'm ready below. And if you know a soul sister who would love this message, please tag them below and let them know we're about to get this party started. Okay, I'm just gonna catch up with all these comments. Have you used the Star Child Tarot? Yes, I have. And actually, I just released a blog that shares all of my favorite tarot decks, and her Moonchild Tarot was one of the ones that I included. Hello, Bella. Hey, Leanne. So ready for woo-woo. All right, well, let's do it. I'm ready. All right, you guys, let's do it. What is our divine message? So 3 cards popped out to me immediately. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull a card from the Beyond Lemuria. So this is the deck from Izzy Ivy. And when we were at the last Goddess retreat, one of the girls looked over at another one and was like, where do you hail from? And it was just kind of a joke, but she just straight up said, Lemuria. And she kind of paused and was like, who said that? What was that? Where's Lemuria? I don't really know much about it. And I just kind of looked over at her and I was like, that's where I'm from. And so it was just kind of this really interesting, woo-woo, witchy, alien moment where we all kind of were like, oh, something connected. Okay, a card just fell out. We're gonna roll with it. So this deck really is a great reminder of that deep wisdom that we all have within us. It's love, peace, and be who you are. Be who you came here to be. So I'm excited to see what messages come up this week. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else that needs to be said before we dive in? Messages that you guys need to hear. Patience. Okay, so patience is just like, take a break, be okay with just chilling, and there's a temporary pause, there's a temporary delay during this retrograde season. So I know you have ideas, I know you want to get that fire building and that momentum, but this is saying take time to rest, to reassess, to step back and to look at your life from a higher perspective so you can see if there's anything that is out of alignment. All right, first card that comes up is to turn lemons into lessons. I haven't seen this card show up in a reading in a long time. So this is kind of making me think like retrograde is bringing up to revise some of the feelings that you've been going through, some of the experiences that you've had, or maybe the relationships that are coming to a close for you at this time. This is saying whatever negative that we label with our mind is happening in your life. It's not here to punish you. It's here to show you that you're ready for more, that you're ready to grow and you've evolved and expanded beyond your current limitations. And so the things that are annoying and challenging are really to get your attention so that you'll make the change. So this is saying forgiveness is necessary for you to release the past and move forward into the future with freedom. So this is saying give yourself permission to look at things from a higher perspective. Back to what I was just saying, we have to look at things differently. And this is saying instead of looking at the glass half empty, it's important for you to find the positive in all situations so that you can see it as half full, so that you have hope, so that you don't feel like, oh God, the world is just crumbling down. Even if the things that are happening to you are not so good, then it's okay to accept, like, I understand that this is bad, but there's always something good that comes from it. So this is just saying to search for the silver lining in all those experiences. You did make it, Jade. Whoop, whoop. It's so amazing. All my hairdresser friends on Wednesday are like, it's my busy day. So I'm so glad you're here. Ashley's in the house. Booyah. All right, next card. Tune into your inner peace. So I think the message is already clear for today that Lemuria has spoken and that we are here to cultivate more peace, and that starts with ourselves. Inner peace then spreads to the peace within your family or your home base, and then your community and the people that you serve. So this is saying take a step back from the drama. Really, this is time to rest and not push forward. You know, right now I'm currently working with some of the goddesses from the retreat in my Manifest Your Dreams mastermind, and we all signed up with these great ideas. We have, you know, all these business plans that we want to get after, and on last night's call, the whole conversation was like, but it's summer and I only have a short period of time to like get to play and enjoy and have fun. And so we all left that call with total clarity that it's okay to put our business dreams and goals aside when our spirit is asking for more play and more fun, maybe more peace, more rest, more alone time. So whatever it is you need right now to find peace, it's important for you to disconnect from the drama and really look within for that center of stability and a sense of grounding within your own self. Like within your own home, body, soul, mind, and spirit. Not necessarily, you know, like trying to find peace in the middle of people is gonna not be easy. Okay, so you have to start in the sacred space of your quiet, you know, your quietness of your home. And when you can start to cultivate peace within your own environment, within your own mind and your ego, and you can find that peace between your ego and your intuition, then it's going to be a lot easier to go out into the public and be that source of peace and light and love, even amidst the chaos. Wow, I was like writing that past week before. Yeah, last week was intense. Like I feel like this week is just kind of shaking things up, trying to get our attention to just make some small changes. Oh no, I'm catching up with all your comments. Hola chica, hey Sandra. Sandra, yes to your message. I haven't gotten back to you, but yes. Lorraine's here. So good to see you. I caught you live. Hashtag gratitude. Yay. Oh my gosh. Again, so true. All right. So clearly we are all feeling the same kind of feels right now. All right. Next card. Oh, you are perfectly beautiful. This is a reminder that it's so important for you to stop judging your body, to stop talking shit to yourself, to be a little bit more kind when it comes to who you authentically are, and be okay with expressing all of those weird, unique quirks. Whether that means you want to color your hair blue or you're just embracing this body that you were given, this is important for you to kind of take a step back and see, are there any areas or stories that I'm telling myself that are cutting off my confidence, that are saying I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, like, oh, I gained some weight, I'm not happy with my body, or I don't look like this person, or I don't like my nose, or whatever the story is that you're telling yourself. This is saying, let's cut that out and really create and craft a story with intention that is empowering and motivating, that says, you're beautiful, you're amazing, and no matter what you're experiencing or where you're at or what color, shape, size, dimples, texture, whatever you are, this is so important for you to embrace and accept exactly where you're at on your path. Not I'll love myself when I lose 10 pounds or when I gain 10 pounds. This is saying love yourself right now in this present moment. Geez, these cards are totally on point this week. I love it. Hello, Gilly. It's so good to see you. All right, next card comes from the Beyond Lemuria, and interesting. I'm going to show you guys the artwork on the outside. So all the artwork is on the backs of the cards. So usually you see kind of the same artwork across all the cards, but in this particular deck, all of the artwork is actually totally different. And so it's really fun, beautiful, playful deck with very deep, powerful messages. So I'm gonna read you guys that message that came up from Lemuria. It says, beyond the mind. The mind moves us through the logistics of life so we can function in the world. However, endless mental chatter, self-doubt, limiting stories, and subconscious programs can keep us in our suffering. Oh my goddess, I can't even believe how incredibly confirming this card is to everything that we just said. So if you've been here since the beginning of this call, then you know, holy smokes, this deck is no joke. It says, step outside mind-based limitations. Looking at things in an overly logical way will hinder you and obstruct access to your superpowers. The past may be running you and making your mind spin so you cannot see what is really in front of you. Consider what your heart and your gut are telling you. What would the situation at hand feel like if you released all fears and worries? Are these concerns even yours? Woo! Okay, that is total confirmation of what we talked about with the turn lemons into lessons, tune into your inner peace, and to make peace with who you are, what you look like, and how you treat yourself. This card, Beyond the Mind, is saying all of the negative, like I air quoted like negative things or bad things that are happening to you, because I mentioned it's the mind that labels it as bad. If we can get beyond the mind and just be a witness to what is happening and offer gratitude for everything coming into and leaving our life, even though we might not want it, and even though we resist it, and even though it freaks us out and a little bit of fear gets invoked or we may be triggered, if we can operate from this perspective, then we can release all the suffering, we can release all the expectations, and we can actually live in the present moment where the fun and the freedom and the flow is happening. But when we're so consumed with fear and worry about what's gonna happen next, it takes us right out of the present moment and sucks all the joy that is sitting right in front of you. What I have realized in this journey I didn't really plan on it, but to be a spiritual teacher, I've realized the more we get back to playfulness, the more we get back to our inner child and having fun and bringing joy and light and like fucking just sparkle magic, like that's the word that's coming to mind. When we can bring that into our being, into our existence, into our present moment, like right here, right now, not when, if, and this thing happens, or my bank account says this number, or if I'm finally have that partner I've been looking for. All of that is a limitation that we put on with the story that we make up in our mind. And so if you want to find happiness right now, eliminate the story that says you're not. It is the stories that we tell ourselves in our mind that create and perpetuate the suffering. And if you want to stop the self-sabotage, it starts with the story that you tell yourself. So this is saying go beyond the stories, go beyond the limits, go beyond the self-doubt, and really gosh, I know it sounds scary because you're like, what's beyond that? I don't know, this is all I've ever experienced. But what you'll find is at the beginning of your life and the start of invoking your magic happens when you go beyond that step of fear. When you close that door, you say, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm done with feeling like I'm not good enough. I'm done with feeling like I don't deserve to live an amazing life. Like what, how is it possible for other people but not for me? And that's the story that we have to eliminate. All right. Whew, man, that was a hell of a message, y'all. How did you enjoy that? The past just called, as you read, my manipulative ex. Ooh, we gotta let that go. Did I make it in time? Jay, you are, well, you're here, so I'll say that you made it in time. You are here exactly in the right time and place that you need. Wow. Okay, just catching up with all your messages. Love your shirt. Thank you so much. much. You guys are amazing. Just trying to catch up. This is so on point for me. Lisa says, loving Woo Woo Wednesday adventure messages. Oh my gosh, so many confirmations for me. Holy moly, this is insane. I needed this. Thank you. Fucking hell. The sun is Gemini. That's so understandable. Yes, I know. We're kind of in that duality right now of like figuring out like leaving behind the old version of ourselves and really starting to step in and embrace the new authentic version of ourselves. And I know I've mentioned it a few times, but I'm really excited to share that shift is happening. It's an online program that I'm creating for you guys to help you move through that, like what I believe is a very magical transition, but it scares the shit out of so many people. They don't have patience developed and they start freaking out and falling back into their old based fear patterns because they haven't fully integrated into the new version of themselves. So they're kind of caught in the middle of like, oh, things are changing, but I don't know what it looks like yet. I don't have full clarity, but I know I'm done with this bullshit. So I realized that this is the first step, the initiation to your spiritual journey, and exactly what I created in Shine School to help take you on that journey. But what I realized in time, now that I can look back and realize like, how can I show up and serve even deeper? What I realized is there's so many women afraid to even take that leap of faith, to even embrace the change, to even say, okay, I'm ready, I surrender. And surrender, hey, shift is an analogy, an anagram, I don't know what the hell it's called, but each letter represents a word, and shift, the S starts with surrender. So I'm gonna give you guys the first step. The first step to embracing who you authentically are and creating a life filled with magic, abundance, joy, purpose, and passion is that surrender, is surrendering the mind and saying, I don't really know what I'm here to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I know that I'm meant for something amazing. And I'm ready to be that conduit, that channel of that creative energy to move through me and express and serve this world. And when you can get to that place, that's when things just start. You can't undo it. You can, that's the initiation. So I know a lot of you have kind of gotten to that point of you've suffered enough and you're ready for change. This is the time to embrace the dreams that you've been shoving down and telling yourself isn't possible. Now is the time to step into who you are and what you're here to do. Oh, okay, thank you. Going to kick ass with all this soon. The time is right. Geez, look at this week's Woo Woo Wednesday, so on point. This was on point for me. You guys are so amazing. Hello, Camille. Thank you so much, Britt. Yes, let it go. You guys are absolutely amazing. All right, any other last questions that you may have for me before I hop off of here? This has been so much fun showing up and serving you. I kind of feel like I want to pull another card from the Lemuria deck. So we're just gonna roll with that. I'm gonna do one last card while you answer your own questions, because you're the guru, you know that. If you've been listening, you know that's what I teach you. Okay, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you, so let me know what you're celebrating this week, and do you have any fun summer plans or vacations? Chris and I have 2 weeks off at the end of this month, and we're trying to figure out where we wanna go. So if you have any suggestions, let us know. Mount Shasta has recently come up on my radar because of this deck. A bunch of cards fell out. We're gonna try again. Actually, fuck me, Mount Shasta just showed up. So this card popped up the other day for me in a reading, and I had told the girls at the last goddess retreat that I want to host a retreat at Mount Shasta because they say it's the root chakra of our planet. And there's and in this card it actually mentions that when they knew Lemuria was going to be destroyed, a lot of those beings moved to Mount Shasta and are in the mountains. So I'm like, I need to go there. I'm like really obsessed with Lemuria right now. Okay, cards are flying. Last card, I just felt like there was one last message I needed to share, celebrating living in the moment. Heck yes. Virginia, come visit me. I knew you were gonna say that. I'm down, man. I would love to come stay. Yes, another card. My 30th birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Gemini sister goddess. Oh my gosh. Okay, so maybe I'm going up north. I see Ohio, Virginia, starting a new job, walking like a queen. Yes, Leanne, girl, you're listening. I appreciate you. Okay, last card, healing shows up. Holy moly. And that's what we're going through right now. We're going through a huge collective healing. So when people act out of like craziness and they're consumed by their darkness, don't judge them. Just give them the space. Just step away and disconnect from the drama, because when you cultivate that inner peace, you can disconnect from everyone else's drama and not be moved or shaken by it. So whatever you need to do to start finding that peace within is an important time, because we are all collectively going through this healing process. None of us are being left behind in this. Whether you choose to heal or not, the invitation is there. This card says the Lemurians were healers, naturally intuitive and accustomed to navigating energetic-based realities. We all have natural healing abilities that are advanced when we deepen our energetic awareness. When we perceive the world beyond the more well-known senses, we start to receive information and wisdom different from that which stems from intellect. This is what I'm saying. If you just surrender the mind, the thoughts, the stories, the beliefs that you've cultivated to create your personality, that's when all the magic happens. And I know it's scary to let go, and I know you're like, I don't know what is on the other side. But that's exactly what I'm here to help guide you through. So whether that be in my online programs or my coaching, or just here every Wednesday on Woo Woo Wednesday, soaking up this wisdom, whatever it takes for you to say, I'm ready to embrace who I came here to be. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. By tapping into life force consciousness and using the abounding energy alongside focused intention, we realize that anything is possible. Extend the margins of your awareness. Revisit a situation from a broader perspective or a higher vibration focused on healing. Perhaps the issue is simply an outdated or limited perception placement. You have the ability to align to a fresh new timeline inspired by wholeness. I know that some of these words may just wash over you and you don't even hear them, but what I can tell you from my perspective is that the message is loud and clear. You are being activated and called to integrate all the healing and the wisdom that you already have within, and to release the limiting stories that have been stopping you from really tapping into your true potential and your full power. So what an amazing message. Definitely needed that. So much love. Hello, Ellen. It's so good to see you. Jordan, I can't wait for our slumber party this weekend. I'm so resonating with Lemuria. Fuck's sake, these cards, man, literally so freaking insane. I know these cards blow my mind every time. I know this is for everyone, but are you sure you're not speaking right to me? Yes, I am. Okay, let's see what else. Anything, words resonate so deeply. Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, yay, I'm so excited. Oh, so good to see each and every one of you. All right, I think the message is clear. The wisdom has spoken. It is a time of healing, of transmuting all the pain from the past into the power that's going to propel us into the future. And really give yourself permission to be your authentic self, to say, you know what, I'm done with the self-doubt. I'm done being my worst enemy, my biggest critic. And I'm going to be my #1 cheerleader. And I'm going to say, you know what, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going for it anyway. And from that place, clarity starts to unfold one step at a time. Pay attention to what you attract into your reality, because you're in control, whether you realize it or not. Thank you so much for being here. I love you too. It's so good to see everyone. Hello, Michelle. Oh my God, I love you, babe. Thank you for being here. If you know a soul sister who would love this message, please tag them, share the video, whatever you have to do to spread the good vibes. I appreciate all of the love and support showing up here on Woo Woo Wednesday. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can always book at BrittanyCarmichael.com/tarot. And everyone's been giving me a hard time on YouTube lately for calling it tarot. But like, listen, y'all, I'm from Texas, and like we just do our thing, okay? So tarot, whatever. I don't need your comments, okay? I'm from Texas. So if you want to book with me, tarot, whatever you got to do, get online and check it out. I cannot wait to support you to uncover your purpose, your mission, and your power. All right. Oh my God, you guys are so amazing. You're amazing. No way. Let's do this. Can you show the front cover of the deck? Yes, I can. Let me find it. Where did I put it? It's right in front of me. Okay, here's the front cover. Can everyone see this? Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards by Izzy Ivy. This actually came out of my Goddess Provisions box, so I was blessed with such a surprise that I didn't even know I was gonna receive this deck. So when it showed up, it was perfect timing, because I'll share this last bit with you before I go. So a couple of years ago, I had this insane lucid dream, and gosh, okay, so my camera just turned off, I had to turn it back on. So I get up, I follow her to the back room. This is the only part of the dream I've yet to discover, even in like years. It still is not clear to me, but she walked me down this hallway and then she kind of disappeared, like she got out in front of me, and I'm looking down the hallway and I'm like, where am I supposed to go? And then all of a sudden I come upon a door and it has a bra, like a woman's bra, open end to end, like taped, like a warning tape. You know how you like tape up the door? So I had this bra over it, and I just looked and I said, oh, this is the room, obviously. I don't know why that was assigned to me. I'm still trying to figure that one out, but I knew that was the room I needed to go into. So I go in and I open it up, and there's 3 women in there, and she walks up to me and she's holding this glowing crystal chalice, like this old medieval looking like glass, just, I don't know, it has this glowing golden liquid in it. I'm like, whoa, what is that? And she hands it to me and she said, here, drink this. And I said, what is this? And she said, it's Lemurian mushrooms blessed with light. I'm gonna repeat that for those of you in the back. Lemurian mushrooms blessed with light. I said, oh my God, how many grams is it? Obviously, well-educated psychedelic user over here. We have tons of podcasts on that if you wanna know more. But I'm like, how many grams is it? And she's like, who cares, just drink it. And I said, but what if Chris wants some? Obviously, I'm a generous drug user. So I'm like, but what if Chris wants it? She said, just drink it. So I took the glass and I drank the whole thing and I set it down, and boom, I woke up. And I woke up feeling like all buzzy and vibrating, and it was actually on a Wednesday, because I did Woo Woo Wednesday that day, and I had a friend call me and she was like, what are you on, girl? You are glowing. I was like, Lemurian mushrooms blessed with light? She's like, WTF? I'm like, let me tell you about my dream this morning. So I woke up, all that to be said, exploring dreams, right? I woke up and I'm like, that was a very clear message. That was very lucid. I remember the name, Lemurian mushrooms, whoa. So I Googled it. And then that's when I discovered there's this entire water world, blah, 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 healers, intuitive, they use telepathy. And I'm like, that's all the things I do in this planet. I'm like, oh my God, it all makes sense. So for me, that was like that key initiation, wake up moment of like, hey, remember who you are. Don't forget where you came from, and keep doing the mushrooms. So you guys know Chris is quite the guru, and I always ask him, you know, what's the next thing? What's the next biggest thing? And he said to me just recently, he said, you wanna know the next thing? I said, yeah. He said, mushrooms. So get on your shroomies, whether that's medicinal or medicinal, and take time to explore who you are, where you came from, and you know, our source is really bra equals cups, magic mushrooms, juice and cups and tarot. Maybe there's a cup connection in there somewhere. Ooh, I love it. Love your stories. Okay, y'all, my freaking camera's about to die. I hate to get off of here. Really looking forward to Elevated Life this month. I cannot wait to see you there, babe. It's gonna be so much fun. This is a very, very highly requested topic that we've gotten in the Elevated Life. So we finally caught up to it, and we are ready to teach you all about how to lucid dream and explore the world, which Chris, I have so many stories to tell you. It's Mercury in retrograde, so communication. Okay, last thing, Chris said to me many years ago, he's like, what if this reality where we're awake is actually the dream, and the dream is our real reality? I'm like, so the question we want to ask you is, how do you know if you're dreaming? And we'll teach you all those secrets inside the Elevated Life this month. So I hope to catch you guys next week for the live masterclass. If not, I'll be here for Woo Woo Wednesday. Peace out, y'all. Bye.